Hey guys, what's going on? Zach Evanish here from the Underground Strength Gym. And yesterday I attended the Purposeful Primitive seminar, the squat and deadlift seminar. Did that with Marty Gallagher, Kirk Karwoski, and Jim Steele. Now, Marty is a mentor of mine, Jim Steele, good friend of mine, and I met Kirk years ago when I helped Marty at a powerlifting meet with some Tier 1 military guys. Marty brought me, and Kirk was there. And so here I am, guys, 30 years of training, coaching. First coaching job was 1995, but I attended that seminar yesterday as a student to learn. And there's a lot of little things, little details that you got to keep pushing yourself to learn. And I picked up on a lot of mistakes I was making, a lot of small details that make the big difference. And so I was kind of shocked when I did not see a lot of strength coaches there trying to learn, especially since we implement the squat and the deadlift variations and having an understanding how to progress and regress and teaching steps for our new athletes to our experienced athletes, our experienced lifters. The bottom line is this was one of the best seminars ever. And if you missed it, you're missing out. You got to be more of an aggressive learner and aggressive action taker. And think about this. Marty Gallagher learned from world champions, okay? That knowledge was passed on to him, which was passed on to Kirk. Kirk is known as perhaps one of the strongest human beings to ever walk the planet. The guy squatted over 1,000 pounds below parallel competition. We need to learn from these guys. How do we pick up on the small details that make somebody go from good to great? And I picked up on a lot of those details in the squat and the deadlift, which are two huge movements for athletic performance, for strength, for health. So it was amazing. So make sure you're following these guys. They've got a podcast. It's called Raw with Marty Gallagher. If you don't have Marty's book, The Purposeful Primitive, I've spoken about it countless times, written reviews on it all over my website. I've interviewed Marty for the Strong Life podcast several times. Bottom line is, this seminar was amazing. I had a great time, and it's one day. We had a blast. We started at 10 a.m., went for about 2.5 hours, took an hour lunch, came back, did another 2.5 hours. Program design was included, which was great because Marty and Kirk talk about their minimalist program design. Kirk speaks about the program he used to win a world championship, training twice a week. It's crazy. And then Jim Steele gets into programming, how he programs for the athletes, how he programs for college versus high school versus youth. They speak about the higher volume training that might be used when Jim is incorporating bodybuilding methods for the Tier 1 military when they're deployed and they have more free time. Marty gets into program design for the busy man, the busy woman, and the busy Tier 1 operator who is so busy doing 10, 20 different things a day that they only have a total of 1 hour of time a week, 1 hour total to get their training in. I thought it was amazing, and it was inspiring. I think as coaches, we don't just need to educate ourselves and gain more knowledge, but you need to get around great people so you're inspired and you have that fire to continue to be a great coach. Because as I always say, good enough is the death of greatness. If you are a coach, you owe it to those that you serve, your students that you are training. You owe it to them to be great. And if you're like, I'm good enough, I'm too busy, you are wrong. It's a disservice to them. And so I'm always trying to break what I know to make myself better. And yesterday I got a lot better, and I'm going to continue to get a lot better because that's my motto. That's like my inner fire. It tells me, Zach, if you're going to be a coach, you have to get better for those that you are serving. I refuse to hold a standard of good enough. Good enough is the death of greatness. Get to a Purposeful Primitive seminar, and I'll see you there.